What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you guys some Boruto anime spoilers for episodes 291 to 293. And first things first, if you guys have not heard the big news yet, yes, the Boruto anime is going to be going on a indefinite hiatus. And if you want to learn more about that, I'll briefly discuss it here, but I'm going to make a full video on it pretty soon as well. Probably tomorrow, but pretty much the hiatus is confirmed to be a minimum of 3 months. And aside from that, when it comes to other possibilities and other lengths, I guess it could be, all that stuff, I will discuss that more in my video regarding the hiatus. But in this video, we're going to be focusing on spoilers for the last 3 episodes before this hiatus. And that's going to be 291 to 293. Shout out to Organic Dinosaur for all of these spoilers. And I do also want to point out, Organic Dinosaur sometimes does these kinds of little breakdowns, as you're seeing on your screen right now, of, you know, certain percentages of what each episode will cover. For example, at the 50% mark of Boruto episode 290, we got to chapter 62. By the end of it, we ended on chapter 63, page 16. So if you like stuff like that, if Organic Dinosaur keeps on doing it, I might do a little preview for the episode in this kind of way if Organic Dinosaur decides to post some more like these for the upcoming 3 episodes. But let's talk about episode 291. This is going to be titled Control. It's going to be airing on March 12th. And here is the synopsis for it. So, Boruto has finally managed to find his way to Kawaki's location in order to help him out, as both of them have decided to defeat Code together. Since they have to face off against Code, who possesses a high level of combat strength, Boruto activates his karma. In response, Code also activates his own karma. So, they're not holding back here. They're going all out, it seems. It seems like Code needs his karma to be activated, at least, to deal with Boruto in his karma state. Also one more thing. If you guys are curious also about the animation and how each episode should look, I'll be covering that at the end of the video with the staff. But anyway, as the battle intensifies, Kawaki becomes increasingly uneasy about Boruto potentially getting his consciousness hijacked by Momoshiki once again. Meanwhile, in Konoha Village, it seems like Boruto and Kawaki have vanished without anyone else noticing. In order to search for their whereabouts, the Hokage, Naruto, has decided to take it upon himself and embark on a manhunt for them. So, pretty much what we're going to be getting here is a big 2-on-1 fight. We are going to get a little bit of Boruto versus Code as well, but we're also going to get Boruto and Kawaki versus Code, it sounds like. And then we're also going to get some scenes in the village where they are noticing that not only is Kawaki gone, but now Boruto is too. But since, they're fighting an all-out battle right now, they shouldn't be as hard necessarily to sense now at the moment. They may just be far in distance. So, what's the solution to this? Naruto's taking it upon himself. Manga spoiler coming in right now, but this is where we are going to get his new version of the Sage Mode, the Wisdom of Age Sage Mode, and hopefully they talk about that a little more in the anime. I think that would be cool, but we should be getting that in this episode as well. So that's 291. Let's have a look at 290. Oh, this is also, by the way, to confirm a little more about the hiatus. It says by Organic Dinosaur that the Animedia magazine is reporting an out-of-time range of air dates for March 10th to April 9th, and it's delisted Boruto episodes for April. So March seems to be the end of where they're going to get to, and then the hiatus is going to hit. That's what it sounded like. Episodes 292 and 293. For the remaining Boruto episodes that will be airing in the second half of March, 292 is titled Thirst and going to be airing on March 19th. 293 is titled Farewell and it's going to be airing on March 26th. So here we go. 292 Thirst. In the midst of their fierce battle, Kawaki's fears have come true. Suddenly, Boruto's consciousness has become completely hijacked by Momoshiki. As Otsutsuki Momoshiki, Boruto's strength overwhelms Code. Kawaki is amazed at Boruto's powers. Then Naruto arrives on scene. Nara Shikamaru is accompanying him. Kawaki is concerned for Naruto's well-being since he is Code's target. However, Naruto ignores Kawaki's feelings. Naruto, as the Hokage, attempts to fight against Code. But despite his efforts, Shikamaru gets taken as a hostage by Code. Momoshiki then allies himself with Code. He is trying to carry out his former vengeance upon Naruto. Naruto has now fallen into a crisis and is being driven into a corner. So, crazy episode, as you guys can tell already. This is probably the peak of the arc, I would say, in my opinion. And I just know for a fact that this will be the best looking episode of this arc. That is not me just coming up with that and guessing. That's confirmed by a lot of leakers. And just be excited for this one. This one is going to be a good one, for sure. Maybe even a great one. But, yeah, Naruto's backed into a corner, it sounds like. And then we're going to have Boruto taking over. So Boroshiki's going to be back. Kawaki's definitely going to be pressured too. And something big will be happening with Kawaki, which I'm going to talk about in this 293 summary. But I also want to mention that it says that when Shikamaru is taken hostage, despite Naruto's efforts, right? In the manga, we didn't really get too much of Naruto versus Code. Not much really happened. Shikamaru was taken hostage pretty quick. I think it would be cool if we did get to see a little bit of action between Naruto and Code here. If they want to add that in, even if it's just a couple of blows, I think that would be cool. But episode 293, titled Farewell, airing March 26th, says Boruto is preparing to die in order to stop Momoshiki from hijacking his consciousness again. Meanwhile, Kawaki uses his karma. It was restored to him through some treatments done by the scientist Sanzu Amado. By using his karma, Kawaki is able to drive Code into a corner. Kawaki is willing to do whatever it takes in order to eliminate anyone who poses a threat to Naruto's life. So you guys can tell how much he loves Naruto based off what this is saying. Kawaki's battle style is so overwhelming that even Shikamaru is trembling in fear at his mighty powers. Code then realizes the difference in strength between him and Kawaki. As brothers, Kawaki and Boruto have overcome various hardships together. However, even their relationship is beginning to have an unsettling and ominous shadow looming over them. Momoshiki had announced to Boruto some time ago that destiny will snatch away everything from you. Now that time has come. That may be a quote he said, but I think they're referring more to the quote that we've seen so many times, especially if you're a manga reader, where Momoshiki tells Boruto, your blue eyes will take everything from you. I'm pretty sure that's kind of a reference to that. Aside from that, it seems like we're going to definitely be having some big stuff going on between Boruto and Kawaki. I am not going to spoil exactly what's happening, but if this studio is doing what I think they're about to do, they are about to leave us off on one of the best cliffhangers they possibly could. And I say best because it would be a crazy cliffhanger, but some people might think of it as the worst cliffhanger because they would want to see what's next, right? But on top of that, it seems like Kawaki is also on another level now with his karma back, to the point where he's out of Code's league. So Code is going to have to step his game up at some point if he can escape this situation. But let's have a look at the staff real quick and talk about that. And I have seen some stuff from leakers, by the way, so I can tell you guys which episodes will look best here. I also do want to say 291 to 293 should be the best looking episodes of this arc so far. We have had some good looking episodes already this arc. There were parts of 287 that looked good, but there were also some shaky parts, such as a few sequences in that Code fight that people were memeing, and then there was that whole Naruto scene where he had like the elf ears. But Then there was 288 where we had again some pretty solid art here and there, but then we had that Boruto and Kawaki fight that could have been way better. 289 was really, really good. The art looked amazing throughout a huge majority of that episode. It was animated pretty solid too. And then 290 also same thing as 289, kept up the quality, especially on the animation end. So definitely don't expect any of these to be worse than 289 or 290. It should be around that level at least, if not better. Maybe episodes like 291 won't be too much better on the art end than 289 because those episodes had Ichiro Uno, but animation wise they definitely should be better. Anyway, so 291, I do want to point out that we still have Masaya Honda writing, which is great. He usually does the best Boruto scripts for the episodes, so glad he's here. Unfortunately, we don't have too much here. It says Studio Bus over here, but I don't know too much about them, but based off what leakers have said about this episode, this is gonna be a episode that is of similar quality to Boruto episodes 207 and 216, which are some pretty good episodes in my opinion. 207's the fight with Boro at its peak, not the Borushiki moment, that's 208, but 207, pretty good episode, and 216 is part of the fight where we have Naruto and Sasuke versus Ishiki, but before Baryon mode. So 291 should be on that level of quality, but then we go down over here to 292, same thing, Masaya Honda writing, question mark on the studio, but note that Ichiro Uno is on here, and aside from that, you do have Masayuki Kuda, who is a big director with Boruto, if I remember right. I just looked up to see. I don't think he's on 291, but he is on 292. But 292, just know this is where all the big guns are coming in. The leakers are hyping up this one to be on par with episodes 189, 217, 65, kind of in that realm. So I don't know if it'll be better or worse than those, but it should be somewhere on that level. So yes, get hyped for 292. Moving forward, 293. So what's kind of interesting here is they're not really mentioning studios this time around. Normally they do, but 293 was said, there's not too much on it in terms of leaks yet, but 293 was said to be one that would be better than 291. So if 291 is already sounding like it's going to be on par with episodes 207 and 216, and they're saying 293 is going to be better than that, then you can expect 293 to be a pretty good episode in terms of art and animation. And the story is going to be crazy, especially if you saw the spoilers. One thing I also want to mention is that episode 293 may be, I would say, on the level of episode 218 if you go back and reference to that, because 218 was that episode where we had the Kurama death scene, and that had some really, really nice art. And then we also had some fights in parts of the episode 2 where we had Kawaki and Sasuke versus Borushiki. All that looked good as well. So 291 and 293 should be some pretty good looking episodes, but 292 should be the GOAT episode. So it sounds like they're about to go out with a bang before this hiatus, which is great news for us fans. But that's pretty much it for all the news. Hope you guys enjoyed the spoilers in the video. Hope you guys are excited for the arc, and let me know your thoughts on the spoilers. Let me know your thoughts on the hiatus, and that's gonna be it for this one. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Hope you guys have a good day or night whenever you guys are watching this video. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.